Hi. So today we are reading, this is a collected book, but from the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. Let me just check my sound. Okay, that seems to be working. So good morning. It's Wednesday. It is April 16th. It's 8:03 in the morning on this beautiful Wednesday morning. It's a little chilly out there. It's a little windy when we did our 1 mile run, but it's good. It's over with. I'm grateful. So this book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn, has changed my life. It caused me to change the way I look at things more recently. Like it had such a big influence recently since I got healthy, and I was sort of looking for direction in life. And this book has been incredible. So I want to read to you the first page, just so you could get a vibe for it. So I'll tell you a little bit about the author, Florence Scovel Shinn. She lived back in the early 1900s, and she called herself a metaphysical, a doctor. So I love that. I don't really know what her education was, but she had folks following her and following her practices, and she helped a lot of people. And I just was so impressed with her simple, no-nonsense, down-to-earth messages, and also the fact that she self-published this book in 1925. So that was kind of a very, very cool thing to do, and I love that. I love that about her. She's inspirational. So this is called The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. This first sentence, love it. Most people consider life a battle, but it is not a battle, it is a game. Wow, think about that. I'm going to read the chapter and then feel free to comment. I'd like to know what you think of what she's saying. It is a game, however, which cannot be played successfully without the knowledge of spiritual law. And the Old and New Testaments give the rules of the game with wonderful clearness. Okay? Jesus Christ taught that it was a great game of giving and receiving. Whosoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So this means whatever we put out in the world, in word or deed or even our thoughts, comes back to us. Okay? Sorry, I interpreted that. I'm going to read and then we'll talk. Okay. This means whatever a human sends out in the word or deed will return to him. What he gives, he will receive. If he gives hate, he will receive hate. If he gives love, he will receive love. If he gives criticism, he will receive criticism. If he lies, he will be lied to. If he cheats, he will be cheated. We are taught also that imaging faculty plays a leading part in the game of life. So this is, if you just joined us, we're reading a book by Florence Scovel Shinn. It's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And it's really inspirational. I hope you enjoy it. I'm just going to read another little few paragraphs, and then you can comment in the notes. I'd like to know what you think about it. If you just tuned in, her first sentence is, and this is the overall concept of the book, most people consider life a battle, but it is not a battle. It is a game. Okay? So I'll continue. Okay. Keep thy heart or imagination with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. And that's Proverbs 4:23. And I'm not getting biblical here. Actually, she refers to the Bible as kind of the rules for this game of life. It's pretty amazing, changing the lens that we look at the Bible. Okay, you can still believe in the Bible and do all your typical, beliefs, but it's also a set of rules for how to move through life. Okay, it's pretty amazing. And the last bit here is, this means what man images, and she says man and he all the time because that's back in the day. She was writing this in 1925, so bear with me on that one. This means that what man images sooner or later externalizes in his affairs. I know of a man who feared a certain disease. It was a very rare disease and difficult to get, but he pictured it continually and read about it until it manifested in his body and he died, the victim of distorted imagination. So imagine that. What he imagined this rare disease, constantly worried about he would get it, and then he got it. So our thoughts can manifest our reality. That's just such a broad concept. But again, her first sentence, I'm going to go back to that just one more time if you just joined us. Most people consider life a battle, but it is not a battle, it is a game. So what do you think about that? Does that resonate with you? That really resonated with me. You know, we take everything so seriously. We live our lives and we battle and we fight and it can be very unpleasant. But, hi Pumpkin. Oh, by the way, this is Pumpkin. I didn't introduce her. I apologize. My name is T. Waldron. This is my cat Pumpkin. She's a very sweet cat. She's 16 and a half. Huh. Can you jump over? Sometimes she jumps over. Hi. Can you jump over? Oh, maybe Fractal will join us. I have 2 cats. Anywho, so Florence Scovel Shinn wrote this book in 1925. She self-published it. She considers life to be a game. And I think that's really beautiful because it kind of takes the pressure off us. You know, we don't have to go out to life and be, we still have to do things and do work and work hard and take things seriously. But we don't have to take the situation so seriously. It's a game. You know, if we look at it and we know the rules, once you know the rules of a game, it's much more fun to play. So that really resonated with me. Does anybody out there have any thoughts on that? Or where are you calling from? Where are you typing in from? Just curious. I just wanted to share that book with you because it's a powerful reminder that we shouldn't take our lives too seriously. You know, we should do what we have to do, set goals and work and do what we have to do, and be our best selves, all the time. But if we take things a little bit less seriously, it's fun. It's fun. It changes our vibration. It moves things from, I got to do this to I get to do this. And doing that little bit of shift and looking at life and saying, oh, this happened, instead of this happened to me, it happened for me. So I love that little bit of shift. It's still, things are going to happen and you're going to still have to deal with them. But by switching your focus and looking at changing your perspective, it changes your whole life. So good morning. Thank you, Amir. Nah, you disagree. Okay, all right. I understand. I had a hard time believing that too. If you said that to me 10 years ago, I'd be like, beat it, you're a weirdo. But you know what? I don't know, stripping life down to the bare minimum and doing what you have to do and setting your goals, reaching toward them every day. That resonates with me, but I don't know. I'm sorry if it doesn't resonate with you. So, nah, that was it. That's it. You're not going to say anything else about that. Would you like to elaborate? Good morning. Hey. So, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. So this is just a quick little morning gratitude with attitude. I encourage you also to stay hydrated. Be healthy. Do things for yourself. Take yourself a little drink. Good morning. What's up with you, Eric? And who else? CR7, I'm not sure. Good morning, everybody. So I hesitate reading people's names because sometimes they're inappropriate. Good morning, Mr. and Eric. Anyway, cheers to you, and play the game. I love that. Thank you, Eric. I don't know if you heard the beginning part, but yeah, life is a game. And the beautiful thing that she says is that she looks at the Bible as allegory. Okay, you can still believe in the Bible if you want to. Whatever you believe is fine, but she says the rules are in the Bible. So, and I'm not a biblical person, but again, I read just a page from Florence Scovel Shinn, and it's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And she says, there are different rules of the universe, and once you know the rules, it makes life more fun. Oh, you like this stream? Thank you. I really appreciate that. It was just kind of an experiment because I was trying to post every day and I was doing shorts and I couldn't shoot them, write them, produce them, and then edit them in time. So I'm like, I'm just going to do a stream every day. And it's just a quick little one during the week. So I know this is Pumpkin. She's 16. She's a British short hair. Huh. You're a very nice cat, Pumpkin. So yeah, she's so funny. I get my chair ready and she like hops on. She knows that's why she's a she, and she's 16. Yeah, I adopted her. So her owner died a few years ago, and I was like, oh, I'll take Pumpkin, and here she is. She's awesome. So yeah, we were just talking about this book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. And she is, I put the description, the name of the book and her name in the notes. So if you're interested in reading about it, or there's a lot of those available. Some people have read through the whole book on YouTube. I kind of pop that in when I'm walking and just kind of listen to her wisdom because it's interesting. I encourage you to check it out. Also, as a little treat for the people that watch my live stream, I put in a new video that's not really released yet. I don't have the thumbnail done, but there's an unlisted link in there. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. So as a little, thank you to you guys. You can check this video out. It's actually a director's cut of a video I already produced, and it has music and B-roll and some sound effects. So I'd love to know what you think about it. If you want to check that out, the link is again in the description. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Holland. Oh, you had to. That is heartbreaking when you have to lose a pet, and it's just a heartbreaking situation because they're part of our family. They're part of our lives and such beautiful sources of love. I just feel like when you have a pet, it's unconditional love, and that's such a good feeling to have that. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's oftentimes, you said your first pet died. I'm so sorry. Aw. That's oftentimes our first introduction to death, and that's so hard for kids because a lot of times we're closest to our pets. So again, I'm really sorry if you had a loss, but it's better to have lost than loved because you had that experience and you had that time together. So I'm sorry you had that. You got a duck. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Does the duck come in the house? That's really interesting. I like that. They're so cute. Well, they're cute when they're little, and then some ducks stay cute, and some ducks I'm not too sure about. Oh my God. But so, yeah, I was going to tell you a story, but I'll check if it's okay with my family before I tell it. But anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope, with 3 birds and a cat. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, yeah. Hi. Good to see you. Do you want me to move this so you can jump? Okay, go ahead. Jump over. No? You want to turn away from the camera? Okay. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to wrap it up now. We're going to just do a little bit of breathing. This went long because I did the reading, but I typically try to keep it a little shorter, but maybe I'll go a little longer during the week, and you guys can tune in or out as needed. But let's do a little bit of breathing, and then we'll wrap it up. But cheers to you. If you need to tune out now, that's fine. If you're not into the deep breathing, that's cool. Here's a little bit of gratitude with an attitude. Be thankful for something today, and it's going to change your outlook on life. And if you want that book, check it out in the description. Oh, also like and subscribe, please. And we'll do our deep breathing, and then we'll wrap it up, okay? And thank you guys for sharing. I really appreciate the chats. That really keeps me going. It shows me somebody's listening. Sometimes you talk and you think you're talking out in the void. So I really do appreciate the chat. Okay, let's take a moment for yourselves. Close your eyes if you're not driving. And we're going to get comfortable in your seat. We're going to just do this for like 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. We're going to inhale through our nose and hold it. And then exhale. And as we do this, we're going to, oh, thank you. Okay. We're going to focus on slowing our breathing down. Okay. And we hold it out. This is called box breathing. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. inhale through your nose. Now with this next one, and you hold it, and then you exhale through your mouth. Hold it out. Oh, okay. Just in case you're not with your eyes closed, pumpkins jumping back and forth. Inhale through your nose, last one. Inhale, relaxation. And exhale, tension. Okay, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers. Bye. Bye, pumpkin.